Are you saying he's fired, Phil?
I am.
Just giving you a break this week.
That's good.
Okay, so from here, guys, exact same thing. Get the grip, break it, and I'm going for this overhook. Okay, but this time we're going to talk about the snugness of this elbow. Okay, so sometimes if you grab the lapel, okay, it's people are going to tuck their elbow to their side to keep this over our arm in this place. So I want to think about the concept of guillotine Carl's arm. So when I come over with my overhook here, think about going for a guillotine on someone's arm. That's how tight I want to be snug to Carl's arm. Okay, so when Carl wants to pull his arm out, just grip your arm out. Okay, he has it. So the detail is, when I get my overhook here, and I've got my guillotine, I want to be pulling my knees towards my chest. Pull it out now, bro. Okay, so it's not happening. So remember we talked about in week 1 this constant pulling your knees being a tractor beam, and I'm constantly trying to break Carl's posture by pulling my knees forward. That pressure never stops. Even when I break his posture, so back to here, I swim my hands inside, my knees are pulling forward, and even when I get this overhook on him, my knees are still pulling forward. So if Carl tries to pull his arm out, it's not happening. Okay, another way he can get his arm out is by limp arming his arm. So from here, if I've got my whizzer and my knees aren't pulled together, and he can limp arm his arm out. Just do it super slow. So see the way he's bringing his hand back towards my hip, and now there's space and he's pulling it through. So again, same detail. If I've got my whizzer on and I'm keeping this like a guillotine nearly, and I bring my knees towards my chest, and he goes for his limp arm, my hip's stopping him from getting his arm out. So another reaction Carl might do is because he wants to get this arm pulled out, because there's not a lot, he can't pass my guard if I've got the overhook or the arm wrap on him. So another thing he might do is he might stand up. Yeah? So if he stands up, because I've got this arm wrap or overhook, I've got his posture broken, so he's bent over. So we looked at this arm bar at the very start of the mesocycle, week 2 or 3. So from here, I want to cut an angle. So last time I taught it, we just moved our body, but because I own my right hand's free, because my left arm's guillotining his arm, I can use my right hand, okay, to cut that angle. My right leg's going to chop over the back of his neck. I'm just going to take the pressure off this overhook because he can pop someone's elbow here. As my left leg comes over, okay, the detail that we talked about on week the start of the mesocycle was I want to fill the space at the back of his head. Because if there's space at the back of my knees, Carl can rip his arm out, go back again, or worse still, he can start to stack me, which is not nice. Okay, so what I want to do is I lift my hips up, okay, so there's no space at the back of my knees, and then I stretch my legs out. Try to stack now, bro. Okay, so I want to fill the space. There should be no space at the back of my knees. So one more time. Swim inside. I give my whizzer. I'm guillotining. Carl stands up. I'm controlling his posture just by the pressure of guillotining his arm. Okay, I want to cut an angle, so arm comes underneath. I move this way. Uncross my legs. My right leg's biting down into his armpit. Just take this up a bit. My left leg comes over. I fill the space by stretching out, and then I hop. Get my arm up. Knees, the way I'm pulling my knees tight so he can't pull his arm out or do his limp arm. Okay, Carl stands up. I keep my whizzer, even if he's lifting me right off the mat. Okay, I cut an angle. Right hand's coming underneath. Right leg's biting over. Okay, as my left leg comes over, I fill the space. Okay, by lifting my hips up and stretching out. So it was the same when we did the warm-up the other night, those 2 core exercises that we did, which was this one, which is changing the angle, and this one, okay, which is moving my hips. One more time. I get the whizzer on, my knees are tight to my chest, the curl stands up, I cut an angle, come over, and that's it. I'm still for 5. Be very careful, guys, when you're drilling this.